Let's kick things off with a question that honestly sounds a little bit nuts at first. What if your main computer, the one you use every single day, wasn't actually running on its own hardware, but was running inside a virtual machine instead? Yeah, I know, it sounds pretty ridiculous. I mean, why on earth would you add this extra complicated layer between you and your machine? It just seems like it would make everything slower and more difficult. But, the thinking behind this weird idea is actually surprisingly powerful. And that's the real hook, isn't it? What if that seemingly crazy setup could unlock a ton of potential and turn your normal PC into something way more flexible, way more powerful? Let's get into it. All right, so let's really tackle this weird desktop question head-on. It all starts with a piece of software that you'd normally find hidden away in a server rack, not sitting on someone's desk. Meet the main character in this story, Proxmox. So Proxmox is what's called a hypervisor. You can think of it as an operating system for running other operating systems. It's built to live on a server, somewhere in a closet or a data center, just quietly managing a bunch of virtual machines. It was never, ever designed for the messy, unpredictable world of a daily driver desktop PC. So this right here perfectly shows the two different worlds. On the left, that's what probably 99% of us are using. Your operating system, Windows, Mac, whatever, is installed right on the metal. It's simple, it's direct. But on the right, that's the wild idea. Proxmox is the actual operating system on the hardware, and your desktop is just a guest living inside it, with this super powerful hypervisor secretly pulling all the strings underneath. So you're probably asking, okay, that's kind of cool, but why? Why would anyone go through all this trouble? Well, the payoff comes when you stop thinking of your desktop as just an appliance and start thinking of it as a powerful server. And this quote from the source material just nails it. Your computer stops being just one thing. It becomes a host for many things. Your main desktop OS is just one of its jobs. It could be running right alongside other servers, containers, you name it, all on the very same machine. Let me give you a perfect real-world example. Imagine you install a bad driver or some sketchy software, and it completely messes up your system. We've all been there, right? Normally, that's a total nightmare. You're reinstalling, you're troubleshooting for hours. But in this world, you just log into Proxmox, find a snapshot you took yesterday, click Revert, and poof, your desktop is instantly back to exactly how it was. You're back to work in like 2 minutes. So at the end of the day, it's all about control and flexibility. You could have a Windows VM just for gaming, a Linux VM for your coding projects, maybe even run a home media server in the background without it ever affecting your main desktop. You start treating your personal machine the same way a cloud engineer treats a server. It's disposable, it's easy to reproduce, and it's incredibly resilient. Okay, so I know the next big question is probably about performance, right? How could you possibly play a game or edit video on this thing? Well, the magic trick that makes this all possible is called hardware passthrough. It's this amazing technology that lets Proxmox basically hand over direct control of a physical device, like your super powerful graphics card, straight to one of the virtual machines. As far as that VM is concerned, it's talking directly to the real hardware, which means you get almost native performance. But you knew there was a but coming, right? As with most of these clever tech tricks, there's a pretty big catch. All this incredible power comes at a price. And that brings us to the other side of the argument, the maintenance nightmare. Yep, this quote comes straight from the folks who have been there, and it really captures the skepticism. For every person who's excited by the possibilities, there's someone else who just sees a future filled with command lines, troubleshooting forums, and constant headaches. And they're not wrong. Their concerns are totally valid. Remember, Proxmox was built for stable server hardware, not the messy, constantly changing world of desktop PCs. All the little things we just expect to work, like putting your computer to sleep, connecting a Bluetooth mouse, or plugging in some random USB gadget, can all of a sudden become these huge, complicated problems. And remember that magic trick we just talked about, GPU pass-through? Well, that is, without a doubt, the single biggest point of failure. It can be incredibly fragile. Whether it works or not depends entirely on your specific motherboard, your specific graphics card. It's a huge variable. When it works, it's amazing. But when it doesn't, you are diving deep into a rabbit hole of configuration files and forum posts. And this really breaks down the biggest roadblocks you're going to face. First, your graphics card is a total gamble. Second, your motherboard has to support a specific feature for device isolation, which not all do. And then, even if you clear those two hurdles, a lot of modern online games have anti-cheat software that will just detect you're running in a VM and refuse to launch. Game over.
So that's the theory. But what about the people who've actually tried this? The ones who have spent weeks living with these systems? Let's get the take from the experimenters in the trenches.
And this quote, this really says it all. This is the final verdict from someone who actually did it. They got it all working. They played games, they ran background services, and at the end of it all, they basically said, you know what? This was a super cool project, but as a practical, day-to-day computer, it's just not worth it. The constant tinkering was just too much.
Now, throughout this whole debate, another name kept popping up, Qubes OS. And this slide really shows why it's such an interesting alternative. See, instead of trying to force a server tool to work on a desktop, Qubes was designed from the ground up as a desktop operating system built on virtualization for security. Every single application can run in its own tiny, isolated VM. It's a completely different approach to the same idea, but it's one that's actually purpose-built for this kind of workflow.
Okay, so we've seen the pros, we've seen the cons, we've seen the alternatives. What's the real takeaway here? Well, it seems to me that it all boils down to a pretty fundamental, almost philosophical question.
And this is really it. The core question is, are you looking for a tool or are you looking for a platform? If you want a tool, you want something simple, convenient, you just want your computer to work so you can get your stuff done. That's a traditional desktop. But if you want a platform, you're looking for flexibility, for power, for automation, and you're willing to put in the work and accept more complexity to get it, that's the Proxmox desktop. There's really no right or wrong answer here, just what's right for you.
And that's the question I really want to leave you with. As our computers get more and more powerful, that line between a simple tool and a complex platform, it's getting blurrier all the time. So take a second and think about it. What do you really want your computer to be?